nothing. See how bad the port is in there? See how rough it is all through there? But see, it's big. It's bigger than you see it is. The other side's the other way. Steel as your circle to work with. So you knock out the high spot there, and we'll start blending in the rest of it a little bit. Not much. Most of it's too big already. Flip around the other side. See over here how the manifold's made? See how thick this ring is here? See how uneven it is? So we need to make this more even. We're going to thin this thing up.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
But now I got to do it by hand, which is difficult. Easy to screw up. A lot of times it's easier to just put it back in the middle and cut it round. Not just about making it here the same size, you can make it
All the way
down.
Right.
Nice and even. That's the difficult part. Over here I was starting to dig into our short side a little bit, but it's been a long ways to go, so we're alright with that. initially you hold the angle of what you want to go at,
Mm-hmm.
short little piece at a time.
Then work your way.
So you blend it in a little bit,
Yeah.
bring it down. Then you blend that up into the top because you're digging a hole into it a little bit. But you don't want to cut any more at the top. You just want to kind of go up, make an even ramp. Going up over a hill, you want to slow down as you get to the top. Same thing. Trying to get any ripples that are in there,
Mm-hmm.
highs and lows, and then shape it to what you want. So you run your finger in there, you see how smooth and straight, and it's not smooth and
yeah.
surface finish. And you'll see the surface finish has a little bit of finish to it. It's not polished or super smooth,
That's pretty smooth.
relatively, but it still has roughness to it. So you get good airflow through it. But we got
Smoother
shape,
than I had thought.
but we want shape too. So now we're still pretty thick over here. I can make that thinner, but it's on the bottom. It doesn't make as much improvement there. Now over here you can see I was starting to dig in a little bit on the edge at the wrong angle, so we got to correct that problem here. If you sweep up too far on the angle, you start digging in. That's how much we have to cut now of the rest of this. The problem is I'm cutting like this, is I can't see what I'm cutting
Okay.
on the bottom. I can see over here really good, but I can't see down here. So if you turn it back this way a little bit, I
Now
can see
you
what I'm
can
doing
see.
over here a little bit. Can't see what you're doing, can't do a very good job.
That's true.
bit better on the bottom there by, I can see a little bit better at this angle. I gotta be careful. I can't see inside the port because it's dark this way. Final finish, or smoother. So you keep your angle, your grinder basically the same angle.
Mm-hmm.
That way you don't do a bunch of this kind of junk. This side over here, you look down the port. Now, you have to use the camera to look in there. Now, you're a little bit high, see if you lower, you can see better. So I already ground it out back in here, because of the way this is where I did a lot of cutting. So now I got to go in here and cut out right through here. Right now it's kind of humped up like this in the middle. I'm going to make it straight in there. I already cut a fairly sharp radius right through here. That matches the flow into here better. A little bit of a hump right through my fingers I got to get out right here. And we already got this pretty even under here, so I don't want to go too much lower than what we are right now. So I'm going to concentrate on making it good on the middle. So
Well, it looks good.
if you use the rougher cutter, it cuts better. So you can cut out what you want without having to lay on it forever. You just got to be careful. See the cut right in the middle there?
Yeah.
You can see the different finish.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel it. That feels pretty straight right across that rough area until you get way deep in there.
Yeah.
See, it's way in there, you go
Yeah.
more. So now you change your angle a little bit. You come in like this. Take a little more out, see? So now we're cutting way over here. Now we're going to go up a little bit deeper. We're just kind of moving that air high spot further down. Now it's getting hard to get in here because I'm so far now, but if you don't want to dig into the other side, it screws it up. So you can see I went right into where I just hit the other side right there, where
Yeah.
the tip of my finger is.
Yep, I can see it.
I cut out most of it. It's still a little bit way down in there. A little smoothing required. It's hard to make a port straight and nice and smooth going in, not polished smooth, but shape smooth. Instead of branch heads, you see those, how screwed up they were? They just roughed the port out and they just polished the piss out of it. And it just rippled like this all the way down the damn thing.
But it was shiny.
Oh, it was shiny as hell.
But it was shiny.
but it wasn't very smooth on the shape report. Only smooth and finish. Put a strategy on there, you can see kind of where you're at too if you want. There's a little high spot there I can feel when I went like this.
Mm-hmm.
Should be a nice radius going in there, but so you come right out to your edge.
Yeah.
Almost all this is cosmetic because the rough shape all matters over here.
Hmm.
This throat doesn't mean that much. As long as you have a lot of ripples where it makes the air jump up real bad, or a big hole where it loses all its velocity. As long as you're relatively smooth, shape-wise, not smooth texture, you'll be fine. This is more than smooth enough. It's pretty limp. It's pretty straight. You feel it. There's some rippling in there, but not much. It's more like big long waves.
Yeah.
It's really hard to get that out. Alright, I'm pretty good with that. I've worked on that too. Well, I worked on it a little bit, but not real bad yet, but I pretty much stopped right here in this last go around. So I got to come in from the other side and blend it on that side. You can't do everything from one side, it just doesn't work. I'll pop to the other side over here now. Go back over here. Get this side smoothed out. This is the side that was already too big over here, so we don't really want to make it bigger. We just want to get the shape squared up. Now feel what I did and then get into where they did it. I'm going all the way in. Feel the sudden change?
Yeah. Yeah.
You see the camera. So I did from here out. So this is nice and smooth. When you get way down in here, you can see all the rough as a cob finish way in there. That's what they did. But you can see how my overall, it's a funnel. It gets smaller and smaller as you go in. But it goes nice and smooth. You get in a trough that goes right in there.
Mm-hmm.
I still got a little wibbiness right through here. I'm going to work on next. This is pretty good through here. And I'm already up to size, not too bad through here. And that in there, I'm just going to kind of lightly touch it, but I don't want to cut it. It's already too big. I just want to get some of the waviness out of it. Ooh. There you go. Yeah.
Is that bad?
You can see where I worked out. You can see where there's a big flat spot where they left it. Never see the camera. Somehow I got to make that flat spot blend in slightly.
That's okay. How do you take that thing?
Just squeeze it and rotate.
Oh, there you go.
So, now you move the thing out of my way. Okay, so you can see where I did all this right here. It's pretty smooth and even. You get right in there. See that big flat spot on top of my finger? And then this radius in, there's a big flat spot. So this is a low spot that shouldn't be there. That would be best if that was filled in. But we can't fill in a spot that's cut out too big. So all I can do is just kind of blend it in slightly and don't make it any deeper. But, oh well. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like crap. Making a radius at the top of the hill. But not lowering the hill. On the flat spot I'm leaving in. I'm not going to make the port deeper than the flat spot. That just kill the flow. Just try to blend it as much as I can. The damage is already in there. The damage was done. Yeah. So now I worked it in a little bit. I basically took the sharp edge and kind of lightly blended it, rolled it, but I did not cut it all the way down to the flat spot. That flat spot's too low. The air is not going to go down there. It's going to basically make it like a bubble going over it. And then I radius this up through here over the top, so it's a nice even, you know, when you go up a sharp hill, all of a sudden it kind of levels out a little bit top, kind of abruptly, but not too sharp. The radius is in real quick. It's actually a parabolic curve. And this here, you can see that's a nice wedge down through here. This whole thing's a wedge. It funnels into it expands out as you go in. Alright. So, I don't know if that works better on a flow bench. Can I have a flow bench? It makes it run better, that's all I know. Like I said, I go by time slips, not flow benches or dynos. I like real world numbers. I might be all wrong, but it works for me, so I don't care. Until proven otherwise, we're going to go with it. It's definitely better than it was there. Okay, now I got to clean up the other part of the bad spot here. Yeah, definitely a big flat spot where my finger is. So you don't really see it too much from this side, but you sure can feel it.
I think Scooby wants some of this turkey sandwich.
Oh, geez. Scooby is.
Can you have some turkey sandwich?
Scooby is being a nice little doggy right now. He wants something. He thinks he wants something over there.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, he is going to bark. He's
Ooh,
going
yeah.
to be all over that.
Huh? Is that good? I want to bite.
Yeah, you can put your fingers right up to his mouth. He will not
I
bite.
think he's gonna bite me.
No, just put it right in there. He'll lick it right out of your hand.
Oh, there you go. That's a gentle boy, huh?
When you put your fingers in the mouth, he doesn't bite on them. He just stops. He knows.
Turkey. Not a boy.
Yeah,
More?
he's not going to know. He'll eat that whole sandwich in you if you don't watch out. Yeah. You don't
Hey, last
care.
one. You want it all in one bite?
All right. How am I going to do this mess? This is a mess over here.
Speak. Speak.
He won't.
No.
Nope, he doesn't bark. It's rough.
Huh. You gotta eat, huh? You gotta eat, Dad.
Okay, this is my smoothing bit. It's nice and dull. It's pretty good except for that flat spot. Got that same flat spot on this side. So when you're going right there, you can see how it kind of flattens out on the top of the right here. That's that flat spot from this side. So I just make it so it blends around and then it jumps over and then hits the other side. It's like having a big hole in the middle of the road. This here I just kind of smoothed it. I didn't cut into it or anything. Just knocked off some of the peaks, and it doesn't feel like a rough ass sandpaper now. It's just textured surface. But this roll is pretty good. Got a nice radius on this side like we wanted up top. So that's about all we can do on that side. I don't care about that. I'll leave that because that's our pointer coming around. Now over here we can do some cutting out here later. Get rid of the edges all through here and blend it in. We do that after we're done. I don't know why you bought such screwed up heads.
Those were actually really expensive.
Okay, let's see, I kind of left off right here, I think, on this side. As bad as these ports are, they are tons better than anybody else's. It's just, they could be better. Okay, this side looks pretty good. Nice divider in there, a little bit of a, pretty smooth. Looks like this side got roughed in pretty close. Yep. Good. High right in there. Doesn't take much to take a high spot off. You'd be surprised. 10 thou makes a huge difference how they feel. Just like when you find a hole, you can feel them too. Pretty smooth going all the way in. Got the fin set in here pretty nicely, pretty equal. This side's pretty nice already. Got a little bit of a high spot right through here. Pretty well done. A little bit of a hole right there, not too bad now. Pretty nice. Like you got a little blending at the very end is all we got to do. A little bit right over here. Work on that just a little bit, and we're done. Can't hear crap with the air compressor going.
Huh?
That's right. Okay. So, a mess over here. What are you gonna do with this? Okay, so we gotta blend this in a little bit on this side. This is where we've been doing all our thinning. So we gotta make all these uneven surfaces right here kind of blend together to a nice long radius. It's a high spot right there where my finger is. I need to blend into that, which will probably affect the rest of it on the other side, I bet. The bowl's pretty good on this side. I think I just kind of do some light cleaning. It's very easy to screw this whole area up, so if I cut it too much, so don't do that.
Yeah.
I use my roughing. I use my little fine finish tool there, see? So it helps to get in there and get the job done. Instead of screwing around. Plus you can really tell where you're working because the fixed texture is different. So you can see, there's a pointer right around here. There's a pointer. So you can see how the texture changes, kind of a triangle shape right here, to here, right through here, and then right back up to here. That's the spot I was working on right there. That was a high spot. Now it's pretty even. Get a very small amount left, but you don't want to be cutting over here at all. That screws up airflow big time when you get into that area. You just want this to be a nice even transition from this point here to here. Preferably a nice, relatively straight radius, almost flat. Which is really hard to do because you very easily put a pocket in there and kill it. Once you cut too much, you're screwed. Alright, it needs to be cut a lot deeper than I am, but I don't want to keep cutting on it. So, I got to blend it into here. So it goes in our pocket pretty good. Not too bad at the bottom. It's kind of high all through here. I'm going to have to work it from the other side. You can see how lightly radius is the short side in. That's all I want to cut. I'm going to cut any more that way. So I got to come back from the other direction and work it on this side from the other side. Right through here is still high. It's probably about 20 thou high in there, but trying to work it out evenly is hard to do. You can very easily screw it up on both sides. And once you put a hole in there, it's in there. And it ain't coming out. It's so deep in there, it's hard to tell what you're doing. This doesn't cut enough to really matter. Needs a little more texture to it.
Take some more meat.
Well, this actually cuts. The other one just kind of smooths. It doesn't take metal out. Spend all day going over and over and over, nothing's happening. This here, you get in there and knock it out, and all of a sudden, oh, that feels nice. What happened? But it also makes big holes real quick, too. to get better. Oh shit, too much.
No.
It's actually starting to feel pretty good. Okay, it's working in slow and easy, and so you can see where the roughness starts at the top of my finger right there, and then goes all the way down to right the base of that finger. So that whole area right through here is where all the cutting's been going on. So it's kind of like a humps like this in the port, so it's kind of flattening out now. But you still got the radius up on top, which we're not touching. When you put your finger way up in the bowl here and you come down, it feels relatively smooth and flat now. Before it had like a big hell you were going over. Okay, now we come over with the finer cutter, and we kind of smooth things up a little bit. You come in the cutter like this, it allows you to get all the curves and right next to the guy, but the problem is it puts big round spot holes everywhere else because you're working this large flat area, which is how you keep from making holes. Unless you dig this side right in the back wall over there and it screws it all up. So you gotta be careful you don't go too deep. Oh yeah, feels a lot better. Alright. So you can see a little bit of dark area here. It's kind of like a low spot. I recut that because it's got a high spot still. And way down there, I blended it way down there where my finger is. Overall, it's pretty smooth though. There's a little bit of a low here, not much, just a little bit. This is probably only about 10 to 15 thou deep, but it's enough you can feel. Alright, go back over here. See if we can't screw it up from this side. Ah, who did that mess?
Ah.
Sportster motor mounts work really good for all kinds of tools.
They have dual purposes.
Yes. Okay, now what are we going to do to fix it from this side now? This one's pretty aggressive. I need to get something I can't get with the other one. detail here and there makes a big difference. Alright, so this is what we got right now. The light's on, yeah. Stand back. This light screws up the camera shot, see? So you can see how it rolls right around the radius, all through that area where I just worked, which is right there. My fingertip is where I was just cutting. You can kind of see a little bit of a difference in texture right there, a little bit maybe. Same thing out of the way would help. See the same problem I got the blinds me too when I'm looking at a bright light. There's some light, but not too much. Alright, so you can see the shadows help show things too. So anyway, it's got a nice smooth transition coming in. Remember, the flow comes out this hole, not going this way, it comes the other way. So it comes in nice and smooth, catches the bowl, rolls up in here. It'll roll through here real nice too. A little bit of a flat spot on top of that, which is from the other side. It's best not to screw these things too much on those sides. So I think I'll just lightly hit that, but that's pretty much it for this one. So I'll clean up just a tick and then we'll be back.